Yes, Queen. We love poppers.
I think I need to go.
What?
Have fun.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
Out.
that way.
Oh, we don't have any fucking questions. That's not entirely true, but...
Did we ask?
No, because I forgot we were doing it today. I thought we were doing it next week.
Oh my god.
I mean, we can do another skip week.
Yeah, I mean, we're still pretty behind, aren't we? So...
Kind of, but not necessarily. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DipShips, a legitimate budding podcast. I'm your Captain Calamity Carl, and joining me today, as always, Maritime Medi.
Run that from the top?
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
And then Uncle Nick.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? How we doing? Hey, what's up, guys?
Okay.
What's
All right.
What's up?
I'll go to hell then. I'll see you later.
Oh, you said something. You said run that back, and I was like, all right, well, that's Medi's intro thing.
Oh.
How's it going? How are you doing?
Why have I not killed you yet?
How are we doing, fellas? Everything good? Are you all squeaky clean?
I feel like I'm doing worse now than I was a minute and 48 seconds ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah, me too.
What the fuck?
But pretty good.
Yay! Hey, fake?
Oh, okay, Rugrats guy.
Hey, stop it.
Stop being the Rugrats guy and we'll stop calling you the Rugrats guy.
I fucking wish.
You're the one who started this.
I know.
You made the bed, lie in it.
I made the account because Casey said it.
All right, now this might be a crazy, wild, out there idea. All right.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
But just because Casey says a thing, does not mean you must do the thing.
Yeah, but it was a funny idea.
Alright, but then you kept doing it for months.
Yeah, and it is still fucking funny.
And now you're the Rugrats guy.
Now you're
That's
the Rugrats
how that
guy.
works.
Remember that episode where they had the big baby in Angelica's dreams, and he was like, "I'm gonna eat ya."
You know, I don't remember a lot about Rugrats, but I do remember that.
Isn't that the one where
fucking
Angelica's
sucked.
mom has a miscarriage?
What?
I mean, maybe?
What?
Because they thought that she was gonna have another baby.
Is that real?
I mean, I don't know if the
even
miscarriage
know
is real.
anymore.
I don't know if the
No, that's
miscarriage
fucking-
part's real, but I'm pretty sure there was
Okay.
like that episode was Angelica, we're gonna give you a sibling, and she was just
Yo.
like, oh.
That episode was pregnancy scare the episode, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that episode where Tommy Pickles got sunglasses from some fucking high school, and he was like, that's a cool baby.
Yeah.
What a stupid
You're not-
fucking awful show.
You are not helping yourself here.
Hey Nick, why don't you shut the fuck up and tell us about your week?
I can't do both of those things.
Try harder, idiot.
Oh.
You're gonna have
It's
to
not
do it in
working.
American Sign Language. So everyone get your videographers ready.
Yeah, alright, hold on.
Or what?
Open up your videographs.
Alright, I just did the ASL version of the Kamehameha.
Let's go.
Isn't that just doing the Kamehameha?
Yeah, it actually means Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Amazing. Beautiful.
Anyway.
Language is fantastic.
My boy's been abandoned.
Huh?
And by my boy, I mean Baldur's Gate 3.
Finally.
They announced, like, every single person at Wizards of the Coast they worked with to make Baldur's Gate 3 got laid off.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And so the team was like, you know, let's just cancel the DLC and not make Baldur's Gate 4 and just move on and do something different.
Because what else are they gonna do?
Right? So, I'm kind of fine with it, because, like, fuck them. Gotta let my cat in.
Cat.
Cat. She's looking at the open door. Like this isn't what she wanted.
If you scratch her butt, would she do that thing that Cassie where they're like...
No.
That's Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's not. Nope.
Have you not seen those videos?
I have, but she doesn't do it.
Oh, that's upsetting. Very funny.
Yeah, the game's like done, which is rare. So I'm kind of content with it being done.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going back to Divinity. They said they were going to try a new thing. So I'm excited to see their new thing.
All right. But hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Their version of space opera game.
What?
Because, what? The other team.
Owlcat?
Yeah.
You want them to also do Warhammer?
They finished Warhammer. No, I don't want them to do Warhammer. I want them to do Blorblammer. I want them to do off-brand Warhammer.
Okay. Okay.
I want to see what they do with the space opera.
I don't think they will.
Probably not.
They seem pretty stuck in, like, fantasy stuff, which I'm down for.
I love fantasy.
Yeah. Let's see.
No. Blind.
I could blind.
No eyeballs allowed.
I started playing Dragon's Dogma 2. And that really should be the end of the sentence, because it's all I've done since I installed it.
Yeah.
That's all you did all day?
It's all I did all day. It's what I did most of yesterday. It's what I did most of Friday. It's pretty good, I guess, you know?
Is it good?
It's just more Dragon's Dogma, but, like, better. It's been pretty fun. I have hit a point in the exploration of the game where if I try to go too far in any one direction, I find a dragon.
I would hope so.
Do you find a dragon and they start speaking about their religious views?
Kinda. So they're called drakes, and I figure that's only because there's only supposed to be one actual dragon. I don't know yet. But they do all talk to me. They talk a lot of shit.
I was gonna say, do they say anything kind? But I guess not.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Get fucked.
And one of them killed me, and they just went, not you then. And I was like, damn.
I was feeling like it owned by a giant lizard.
About the same as it usually would.
The dragon kills you and says, "Nah, this ain't it, Chief."
Basically.
The dragon kills you and goes, "You got low diffed, loser."
I kind of did. I was woefully unprepared for that fight. I turned the corner and there was a giant ballista, and the dragon was fighting a cyclops. And I was like, I'm never going to have a better chance than right now, so I just started taking pot shots at it. And then it flew over and exploded the ballista, and I was like, I am in danger. I have lost my only weapon. And then we fought for a bit, and then the cyclops I forgot about just ran up and clubbed me upside the head.
Is that the one who hates women?
No, the ogre hates women.
I hope so.
Isn't that just a weird fucking thing to say out of context?
Kinda.
No, it's fine.
Of course you would think that.
Some of the pawn chatter. No, you're right. I'm pretty sure it's like a constant across multiple streams you're a part of, and also real life, that you're just horribly misogynistic.
I guess.
Once again.
Mm-hmm.
If it becomes your thing and you don't actively stop it immediately.
Yep, Carl, the misogynistic Rugrats guy.
I hate that.
You just gotta get a new third thing to add to it, it's fine.
Hope it's powerful enough to overpower the other two things.
I mean, the third thing right now is Yu-Gi-Oh, so...
Yeah, but lots of people play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not enough to become a thing.
I guess.
Yeah, it's gotta be a unique to you thing.
Boats.
You would think so, right? Like, you would be like, yeah, that's Carl the boat guy.
Uh-huh.
I think 2 people have called you that, and they were the 2 people at MagFest.
There's a couple people. I'm pretty sure there was someone on an MBT video, like, in the comments who was like, aren't you the guy with the boat podcast? And I was like, yeah, it's me!
Let's go!
That's me, I'm Boat!
You
I
are
love
Boat?
Boat!
Yeah, I got called out in Dragon's Dogma kind of accidentally. Because you get 3 party members, they're the pawns.
And they're just like something different.
No. They're kind of just, I won't say randomly generated, because you technically draw them from other players' worlds. But they might as well be randomly generated to me. I got a
yeah.
like one of the pawns that I was adventuring with for like half of Saturday was like a 7-foot tall beast man who was shirtless, and his name was Tony the Tiger. And I loved him. He was such a good party member. Shoutouts to whoever made their pawn Tony the Tiger. You're a pal. But because I'm not really paying attention to most of them when I summon, all I really want is their class. So it's like, okay, I want like a warrior, I want an archer, I wanted a supporting mage, and then I went off on my adventure. And they like to talk. They like to talk a lot more than they did in the first game. And as they did, I realized that they're going to make fun of me at times. Because I have my Arisen, the character you play, is this like Viking girl. And the 3 pawns were all dudes. And I didn't think that was going to matter. But then we turn a corner and my archer is like, has anyone noticed that all the pawns are guys? Should we talk about that? And my, like, the main pawn that you create and adventures with you forever is like, listen, it's a coincidence, just stop talking about it, let's move on. And I was like, I didn't think that was ever gonna come up. But I also know that the pawns talk shit about you in other people's games if like, your pawn gets chosen. Because, like, the pawns that I summon will be like, oh shit, my master died here, that was pretty cool what you did. Where they're like, my master usually adventures with the beast people. And it's like, okay, so you're calling out that your master sucks and is a furry. What do you say about me when you leave?
Alright, quick question.
Yeah.
Are the pawns still, constructed soulless automata despite literally every evidence to the opposite of this? Is their lore unchanged?
Their lore is essentially unchanged. They talked about it again on a loading screen, what pawns are supposed to be, but as far as like the setting,
real people.
Yeah, even though they make up most of the population here.
They don't have souls,
this game,
so
like,
it's
throws
fine.
you in even faster than Dragon's Dogma 1.
Whoa.
Like, Dragon's Dogma 1 was like, let's work you in. Let's say, here's the dragon, and we're gonna give you their first pawn.
Here's the dragon, and here's what he believes politically.
There's the dragon. This one, you do a prison break in the first 18 minutes of the game, and then you're just playing. Then that's it. There is no explanation about the setting or world or anything. You're just playing Dragon's Dogma again.
Okay, but I do like when a game will deep end you just for fun.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. There's also, like, missable classes.
Oh?
Like, you get your starting 4. The first game had 3, but they split the bow and daggers class into a bows class and a daggers class.
Instead of just the thief.
Yeah. Well, now one of them is literally thief, but they just fight with daggers instead of both. And then as you progress, you get advanced versions of fighter and mage, which is warrior and sorcerer, which is what it was before. I think I haven't figured out if there's advanced vocations for ranger and hunt and thief again in this one, but there are some hybrid ones, and I had to Google how to unlock them because you have to find a dude in the entirety of the world map who's the only other person in the world who fights this way and ask him about his combat style.
Fun.
You could get there pretty fast, because when I was looking it up, people were like, oh yeah, I picked this up at level 13. And I'm like level 30. But because I like did that quest and then left, I just didn't get the class.
Well, did you get the ass?
With the amount of ogres I have fought, yes. A lot of combat against the ogres is just me slashing at their ass until they die.
I was about to say, do ogres have a particularly PHAT ass?
Well, like, I don't even really know how to explain it. They just have the best battle damage textures, I think. So, like, when they come out and they start combat, it's like just this one big beefy fucking boy.
I don't know how to explain it. They just got the plumpest rump.
It's not even that it's plump. It's like quite firm. But you can just tell when you've been cutting into it for a while.
So you could just bounce a quarter off that shit, understood?
Yeah, it deflects my blades.
Imagine being
bounce
so
a
dummy
broadsword
thick.
off that ass. Oh, fuck.
Fuck a quarter, check this out.
It's been super fun. It has its issues, by which I mean if you walk into the capital city, you do lose about 30 FPS.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
I don't know if it's because of the amount of people that are in the capital city or what, but it's bad.
Well, see, we're rendering each individual tooth as a separate model.
God, I hope not.
Just like City Skyline.
I also found out about Dragon Plague. Have either of you heard about that shit?
No.
So, my pawns started talking about it as a rumor, and I didn't think much about it. They're just like, oh, there's this weird disease that pawns can get when they, like, travel between rifts and come back. And it makes them, like, get really aggressive, and they stop listening to the Arisen.
Wait. Is this fucking Pokerus?
That's what I thought, too. I was like, okay, so they can get Pokerus. And literally, yes, kind of. But, so I heard it the first time, and I kind of waved it away, or I was like, it'll come up later in the story. It hasn't been explained yet. But every so often, a pawn that I would hire would start talking about it again. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna become disturbingly relevant. So I looked it up. If a pawn contracts Dragon Plague, they won't listen to your orders. They become like a huge asshole. Their eyes start glowing red. And if you sleep in a town with a pawn who has dragon blight or whatever, they transform into a shadow dragon and kill everyone in the town.
Oh.
This works even in the capital city, and you can wipe out 90% of the quest important NPCs in one night.
Oh.
And soft lock your game.
Did you learn this by soft locking your game?
No, I learned it from the Googling. In theory, there's ways to fix it because there's wake stones, which can bring back people. But, if you don't revive an NPC within 3 days, their body rots, and then you can't do it.
Oh.
D&D
so,
rules.
You really need to have enough wake stones. And I'm assuming you'll get way more later, but I've been playing for like 30 hours, and I got 6.
Is there a way to just undo a Dragon Plague, like turn it off?
No, because here's the fun thing. You get a save slot, technically 2. You get the autosave, and then you get the in-save. And the autosave happens just as you're adventuring, or you can manually save. It tries to autosave after every combat, or when you've been traveling for a while. And then when you rest for the night in an inn or a house, or a campfire... Actually, no, campfire doesn't count. Just an inn or a house. And then it updates like a save state. And if you, like, get fucked by your autosave or your manual save, worst case, you can roll back to that one. But Dragon Blight only happens after you sleep in an inn or a house. So if you try to roll back, you're just gonna have it happen again immediately.
Oh.
Interesting.
There's, this one item I've heard about that's like an AoE version of the res thing that can undo it, but there's one, and you have to be late enough in the game that you can access it. And because Dragon Blight is kind of like Pokerus, and you're just grabbing pawns out of the ether, you can get a Dragon Blighted pawn really early in the game if you're unlucky.
Sounds like it.
And I haven't...
Fun.
Right? I've heard that, if you fuck it up badly enough, like if you do this a couple times, and the bodies
game takes
rot,
pity on you.
the game basically says, well, they're all dead, so here's a path to the final boss. Good luck. And there was one dude who fucked it up so bad they didn't even get that. They got a cutscene, and then they got pushed into New Game Plus.
At least it lets you do New Game Plus instead of just saying, start from fucking scratch, asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the New Game Plus is pretty good. You basically carry over, like, everything. Like, you carry over your money, your XP, your gear, your, like, affinities. I think the only thing you don't carry over is, like, key items.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no scaling like in the Souls games. You're just literally playing the game again. So, it could be worse.
Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad.
But boy, people are mad about Dragon Blight. I think it's kind of funny. I just kind of wish it wasn't like... I watched a video that has it happening, because when someone talked about it, I was like, that sounds fucking rad, seeing your pawn explode into a shadow dragon and then gotta fight the town or whatever. There's a cutscene of them transforming, And then the Arisen wakes up in bed, and there's a pop-up window that says, "Your pawn exploded with rage and became a shadow dragon. You could have avoided this calamity if you paid more attention." I was like, that's kind of lame.
Oh, so you don't get to fight the shadow dragon, or...
No. It just wipes out the town.
Rampage. It wipes out the town while you sleep, except you.
Yeah, you get to live. Don't know why. Maybe because you're Arisen. That's what they're going with.
Yeah.
But no, you see, they only target other pawns, and no one else in this town had a soul except you, stupid.
Oh, they definitely kill people.
Damn.
Although, I did see some funny shit, so, like NPCs just pathing around, whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that sometimes a pawn's autopathing would bring them to a riftstone, and then they would just vanish back into the ether. Like, I was walking around a fishing village, and one of them walked into the riftstone and just went... It's like, oh my god!
There he goes!
He went home! I didn't know they could do that.
I'm tired of this place.
Send him to the hell dimension!
Pretty much! There's also, very specific... You can find what's called Forgotten Rift Stones, and they're just areas where you can summon pawns with, like, specific things. Like, all your pawns have a trait chosen from 4 that kind of determine how their AI works. So there's Forgotten Rift Stones for if you want a pawn with one of those specific traits.
Uh-huh.
But there's also weirder ones. Like, I found one that was like Forgotten Rift Stone of the Peak or the Summit or something. And it only summoned pawns who were like males over 7 feet tall and shredded. And there was another one that only summoned female Beastren.
On this episode, the author's incredibly specific fetish.
Like, there's a rift stone for every fetish. And if you go to the big rift stone in the capital city, you can draw from the pool of any of the forgotten rift stones that you've found throughout the world. So if you just find one while you're exploring, you can be like, oh, I'll poke that, and then you go back to the capital and you open it up to see what it was, and it's like, the Catgirl rift stone.
Oh.
It is a lot of fun. I understand some of the issues people have with it, but boy, I love Dragon's Dogma. Now to talk about something I didn't love.
Yeah.
Last Thursday.
You.
Yes. Last Thursday I messaged one of my buddies, and we were like, what we should do when we get home from work today is get disastrously drunk and watch Dragon Ball Evolution.
Let's go.
So we did. And let me tell you, nothing happens in that movie.
Yep.
Fucking nothing happens in that movie.
Alright, but when you got to the scene where he slides across the car with the top of his head, did you think of the video where it just keeps playing that scene over and over?
I did, and then we drank.
Tasty.
One of the rules, we made a drinking game for it, and one of the rules was that every time someone swings at Goku and misses... you had to take a drink. And that whole scene is people swinging at Goku and missing.
Yep.
We just started drinking and didn't stop till it was over, basically.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Oh boy. I think that's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but I'm happy that they apologized for it. I just remembered that in that movie, Bulma calls the Dragon Balls the Prometheum Orbs.
The huh?
Orbs?
And I'm really mad about it still.
40K, baby!
Let's see. I then, almost immediately afterwards, like the next day, went and saw one of the best movies I've seen in a while. I saw Dune 2. It was really, really fucking good. It's gonna make me go read the fucking book, I guess. It was also almost 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of amazed that, you know, I'm me. I have so easily distractible. Tendency to get bored at everything. But boy, I sat there for 3 hours and wasn't really that bored. There was like a scene where they were just kind of... I don't really want to say that much about Dune 2, I guess, even though it's, based on a book that was forever old. But there was like a scene I didn't care about, so I spaced out for a bit.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it was great.
I'm glad you liked it, Nick.
Yeah, I have concerns about what happens next.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
As someone who has watched that series, or read that series through and through, nothing good.
Yeah.
By the way, do you like any of those characters who are like, oh, this is the protagonist?
No.
Good.
I don't like most of the characters in that, but they were all still fun to watch.
Yay!
Yay!
There's a scene near the end. I don't know if it was in the trailers, I didn't watch any of them. But there's like this climactic duel, and right before it happens, our main boy is like giving the intro to the duel thing, and he's like, "May your knife chip and shatter." It's like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. And then the dude he's dueling looks so shocked. He's like, that might be the coolest thing I've ever heard. So he says it back, but he says it the same way it's like you would say your mom is fat. It's like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. Your knife should chip and shatter. It's like, oh, God, fucking got me, I guess.
Fuck him up.
He's doing his best.
He sure is. It was very fun. Great watch. Highly recommend. I picked up a Steam Deck to play my silly little roguelikes in bed.
How's that going for you?
Pretty good. I played a lot of Vampire Survivors this week.
Hell yeah.
No, I will not buy a Steam Deck just to play Vampire Survivors. No, bad arms, stop reaching for the mouse.
How
much money did you spend on this free game?
$2,000.
I want to get the OLED one.
That's the one I got. It's pretty. I would say the biggest issue with it for me is one that I expected.
Battery life?
The battery life is okay. It is smaller than I thought, but I also don't use it that much, so it's fine. It's that it's a little computer that connects to your Steam account. It do get kind of fucking hot. But I was doing... What the fuck was I doing?
Cocaine?
No. Oh, it's when we were playing Fighters. And I was like, oh, I can just pick up my Steam Deck and play Vampire Survivors while I'm, like, spectating, while I'm not the one fighting.
Incorrect. Only one Steam game at a time.
Only one Steam game at a time is the problem.
Yeah.
I figure I might be able to just work around that by having the Steam Deck not connect to the Wi-Fi, but I didn't bother trying. What else did I do? Two of my favorite bands came out with new albums. They're both good.
Ooh?
Yeah, there's a new Sonata Arctica album where they kind of, like... They've been doing some weird shit over the years. I still like them, but they've been doing some weird shit. And this new album is like, we're gonna go back to 2007, and it's gonna be good. And it was pretty good. They went back to their old style. It really suits them. And then I don't know how, but They Found Me also got a new album. And I just don't think they can fuck anything up.
You?
Through Tanya, actually.
Yay!
That is I hate that band so much because I love that band, but every time I see it, it gives me anxiety.
Yeah, because my phone notification always cuts off at, like, I don't know how, but They Found Me, all caps.
Exactly.
It's like, oh God, what happened?
Who found you? How can I help?
I like them.
I do too.
Yeah, they're a good band.
And I kind of caught up on a lot of my YouTube stuff, so I've been watching random Netflix movies again. I watched one called Spaceman.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Oh, you're never gonna fucking believe it. I clicked on it. Most of these things I'll watch because thumbnail, synopsis, or both. And the thumbnail for this was just the epitomous spaceman.
No.
And then a giant spider.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, what's the synopsis? I thought it was like a space thriller. And it turns out the synopsis is that a mysterious guest, who I had to assume was the spider, helps an isolated spaceman repair his failing marriage. And I was like, now I have to see how.
What?
And I got through the whole movie, and the whole time I was like, this main character looks really familiar, but it can't be who I think it is because this movie is very serious. it cannot be Adam Sandler. And then the credits roll, and front and fucking center, it is Adam Sandler.
I'm sorry, you just said that a movie about a giant spider helping someone's failing marriage is serious.
Well, it is played very straight. There's not a lot of, like, jokes. There's, like, 2 in the whole movie.
I don't think you can... I think you, of all people, can't say there's something straight, Nick.
You got a good point, actually.
Sure.
But it was like a fine movie. I don't think it was great, but it wasn't bad. And it was a fun watch. I gave it a 6 out of 10, I think. I was just surprised that Adam Sandler could, like... Is it rude to say that I didn't think he could act?
No, it's not rude at all.
Okay. It was
correct.
strange
It's
to see
fucking
him
Adam
act.
Sandler.
Yeah, it was strange to see him act. It was weird. Literally, that's the whole reason I didn't think it was him.
I'm sorry. I went to open my bookmarks to find something, and
Yeah.
I got fucking flashbanged. Hold on.
Yeah.
General, this fucking is so fucking funny.
That rules.
It's so good.
Oh, holy shit. He's just like me.
He's just like
Just
me,
like
for
me,
real.
for real.
Oh my god.
I love monkeys. They're so stupid.
I thought it was a frog at frame 1. But you're right, it is a monkey.
Yeah. Oh man.
I watched this movie called There's Something in the Barn
Uh-huh.
because the thumbnail was just a funny little gnome.
Spoiler alerts. It's cows.
And there were no cows.
What the fuck? It's a barn.
Yeah. The plot of the movie is this American family moves to Norway because they inherit, like, a farm.
I wish I could inherit land.
Right?
The
And they're
fuck?
like, oh, we'll go to Norway because everyone's happy there, and we'll convert it into a bed and breakfast, and we'll live happy lives. And then, just, it turns out there's something in the barn.
Is it a gnome?
Yes.
Whoa.
There is a gnome. At one point, like, the movie is, even in moments where it's supposed to be serious, is a complete joke, and they know it, and it's very fun because of that. There's a scene about halfway through the movie where... part of that is spoilers, but I really don't think anyone gives a shit. So there are multiple gnomes. One of them finds a gun.
The gnomes or the people?
The gnomes find a gun.
Oh. Who
And they don't know
gave
what
the
it
gnome's
is.
gun?
They took it off of someone that they may or may not have killed.
Oh.
But they have a gun and they don't know what it is. They just kind of wave it around, and this other gnome comes in and they're like, hey, what the fuck is that? And the gnome turns and pulls the trigger and he goes flying out the screen like R2-D2 and just goes, and I was not ready. It was really fucking funny. It's a very fun watch. I wish I had been drunk for it. I watched a different movie called Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
What's it about?
It's about a group of rich kids who go to their, like, one of their family's mansions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they play a game. They basically play werewolf. Like, want to use a killer, blah, blah, blah.
But one of them is!
Basically, like, people start showing up actually dead. And they're like, oh! And I was like, yeah, I need something to just put on and not really pay attention to.
Oh, so it's like Until Dawn.
Until Dawn has Wendigos in it.
Yeah? Did you forget the first part of the game?
No, I remember the first part of the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm comparing it to.
Oh, okay.
I'm not comparing it to the Wendigo part.
Yeah,
freak.
yeah. That's most of Until Dawn.
That's like the last half.
They show up in, like, chapter 3.
I agree to disagree.
Oh, okay. It was fun. It had an unexpected ending, which I liked. But yeah, it was just something to watch. Something to kill time. I rewatched the Autopsy of Jane Doe, just as fucked up as it was the first time.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about that movie. It's kind of gross. I think that's all the stuff I did at home. Wait, my aunt is getting married.
Oh,
Congratulations!
I had to get some time off work so that we could drive down, get a hotel room, and go to the wedding. And I don't know anything past that. I don't know if we're, like, doing anything other than the wedding. I don't know what the dress code is, which I should learn because I do not own a suit anymore.
I mean, odds are good it's suit and tie. It's a wedding.
Yeah, but the last wedding I went to, we wore shorts and t-shirts and did it in my buddy's backyard.
Yeah, but that was for, like, a millennial and or Zoomer wedding, not for an old people wedding.
My aunt is only, like, 8 years older than me.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, that's actually, like...
Oh, yeah, that's coming up. That'll be fun. I have... unless something wildly changed in the past 3 weeks... I have met her husband-to-be, and he seems very nice.
I mean, that's better than the alternative.
Right?
I met this dude. He's a shithead. He's gonna beat her.
He's just the worst. I have a mini munch.
Oh, shit.
You don't have the fucking button, do you, you
hold on,
goddamn
wait.
fool?
Wait, hold on. I had to switch profiles.
I actually have 3.
What the fuck do you mean?
I have 3 mini munches.
Hold on. Which one? Where is it? Is it an A? There it is. Munch, the mini munch.
Thank you. So my boss at work told me about this new thing being done by KFC.
Yeah, the
I did not. The Cheeza. I did not believe it was real.
Oh, it's super real. It's gross.
I got it. I always put this in general. Don't we have a channel for this? The Boardwalk.
The Boardwalk.
Down in the boardwalk.
Yeah.
Which we kind of don't need anymore, but...
We really don't.
I got the Cheeza.
The Cheeza! That's
in
awful.
fact, it's going to be confusing putting it over there now.
A little bit, but I'm sorry, fucking Vivi.
Alright,
I apologize.
That looks legitimately bad, but I still kind of want one.
So here's the thing. It doesn't look great.
Yeah.
But it is still just chicken, pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni.
Yeah, don't know how to tell you this. That's just a fucking chicken parm.
Yeah, this is just chicken parm still, so it was fine.
No, it's a chicken parm, but the chicken has been fried. It's different.
I mean, have you never had chicken parm that's like fucking chicken cutlet? That's still fried.
I've had both.
But like deep batter fried like that?
I mean, it was fine. Again,
instead of lightly breaded?
The hardest part of it is that it's a complete disaster to hold.
Oh, yeah.
I would imagine.
So I just fucking used a fork. But, yeah, I mean, 6. It's just chicken parm from KFC.
6!
Number 2! And I'm going to send this image. I need you guys to guess what it is.
Okay.
What do you believe is held within this box?
Drugs?
Caramel?
Good guess. Both good guesses.
Earwax.
Probably the closest we're gonna get.
Shellac.
Did you eat a candle?
Is dried glue.
Did you eat dried glue?
No, but when my boss took it out of the machine, I thought it was a fruitcake.
Oh my god! I hate you so much! This stupid sack of shit! Oh boy! That's great.
Anyway,
how did it taste?
2 out of 10. I would not eat it again, but it was not the worst thing I've ever
Did you swallow it?
Once.
I hope your asshole doesn't get glued shut. Jesus Christ.
And then I walked into Little Caesars on like Thursday.
Oh, pizza.
Because I ran out of freezer stuff to bring in for work lunch.
Yeah.
And there's Little Caesars like less than a block away. And they had this big sign advertising a new product.
Yeah.
Crazy Puffs.
Yeah, Crazy Puffs are crazy.
And they're just like stuffed mushrooms, but instead of mushrooms, they're pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, Damn, you're making me want to eat something from Little Caesars.
Look, dude, I'm not gonna lie, these kind of fuck.
Yeah, don't go knocking Little Caesars. It's affordable and kind of good.
Little Caesars is great when you don't got a bitch in your ear telling you it's nasty.
What?
It's a meme.
I figured, but...
Oh my god, but yeah, no, like, I don't know. When you first bite into it, it's got this crunch. It's so good. I'm gonna give it like an 8. I'm gonna get more.
The victory music.
Thank you.
Is that supposed to be Little Caesars theme? Cause
No.
That's not...
It's not.
No, I forget what game that sound effect is from.
Also at work, me and my boss were ambushed by some of the front desk people to take photos of.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't know why, but one of the secretaries used, I don't know which, but some AI program to, like, cut us out of those pictures and put us in, like, fields for Easter, and printed out, like, mugshots of us in Easter scenery.
Uh-huh.
They just said Happy Easter and hung it up in the back. We are the only ones who had pictures taken of us. We were the only ones subjected to this. Like, we walked through the shop after to see if anyone else got fucking AI'd into Easters.
Yeah.
No. The only other scene is up front. There's an Easter picture hanging, but it's just us again.
That's scary.
It's concerning. So we printed out a label that says Employees of the Month, and we put it over the Happy Easter.
Nice.
Nice. Wait until the boss gets fucking mad about that.
The boss has seen it. He laughed. We also did work for a company. I don't know if it's like something I should say. I won't say the company name, but I'll say their logo is a dragon with a bong.
With a bong?
With a bong. And
I
it was
thought you
like
were talking about Bad Dragon for a second.
Nope. But it was like a letter going out to their like early supporters or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And they you know how people like sign off shit with like yours or sincerely or whatever. Yeah. They signed off with stay high.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
That rules.
I feel like I should be a little surprised, but fuck it, I've never heard of these people, whatever. Is there anything else in my notes? Just one, which is this last Friday, right before this weekend, my boss randomly decided to take it off.
Yeah.
So, I worked Friday solo, which was fine. It was like a not horrible day, but we're in a very strange position.
Yeah.
Where we, the finishing department, are quite far ahead of where the rest of the shop is at. We have a turnaround of about 5 days. And we are doing and shipping out jobs that are not promised to be done until, like, the 28th or later.
Okay.
So, like, we're a week and a half to 2 weeks ahead of our printing schedule. Which is great for us. Because we just kind of get to chill. But, yeah, if anyone happens to see us chilling, then they're like, oh, we gotta get you more work.
Incorrect.
But this is causing problems because now the lady up front who wants to make sure that the finishing department is always working is rushing the printing department. And that means we get mistakes. Some of them we can fix. Like I got a job that essentially didn't have any of the marks that tell me how I'm supposed to cut it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just kind of had to wing it. And I think it's fine. We sent it out, so if anything was wrong with it, I'll find out Monday. But if anything was wrong with it, it's also not my problem.
Yeah.
I'll do it again. I am paid hourly.
I'll fucking do it again.
But it is... I don't know. And it's also unfortunate because we know we have this big job coming in that will probably take 3 to 5 days to finish. Like start to finish the whole thing because it's just so many fucking, I don't know, 23,000 pieces of whatever the hell, and most of it has to be done by hand. And we're like, well, we've got everything set up to do it as much as we can, so now it's all just time as soon as it comes in. Because we were told about this job about 2.5 weeks ago. We still don't have it. which would be fine, but they want it by the end of the month. So we have this upcoming week to do the job and get it out, but we don't have it yet. And it might take the whole week to do. So I don't know why they're focusing on sending us, nonsense work when that actually matters.
Nonsense
but
work is funny.
I do not claim to understand the workings of the front half of the office.
Don't worry, the front half of the office doesn't either.
Considering we have this one person who works up front who frequently comes back to talk shit, yeah, they really don't.
Hell yeah.
They really, truly do not. Yeah, that's been me. I watched a bunch of nonsense, I played a lot of video games, and work is hell.
Hell yeah, that was the Nick hour.
That was the Nick hour,
Literally.
baby. You're fucking welcome.
I will take the reins.
Next week I'm going to talk for 20 minutes and leave.
I'll
I mean,
probably
shit.
laugh.
You contributed a lot.
I'm not doing my best.
Yeah, here, this will help you out. Here's something that I was sent at some point in the week.
What were you said? Oh, hell yeah.
It is simply a bunch of feedings and water stations for cats set up in Japan.
This
Yes, I
website
love it. It's
is
China,
so good.
actually.
Oh, China. Oh,
It is China.
It is
but yes,
China.
it's so good.
but it is so good. I've been checking on Mrs. Tender and the Nuggets a lot.
I love the nuggets.
That is extremely fair.
I love the Nuggets. They're all sleeping right now.
What good babies.
And Mrs. Terra and her pebbles. Ooh, I love them. They're so small and cute.
I haven't, dove into this website very deeply, but I do see people tweeting about it constantly now.
Oh yeah, it rules.
And it's been fun seeing that.
It's awesome. You know what else is awesome?
What's awesome?
Drugs?
Introducing the good news for people who love bad news deluxe edition, baby! Remastered for vinyl!
I thought that was a fridge.
Yeah, bud.
Well, I know now that it is a filing cabinet.
What is a file cabinet but a refrigerator for
Put a fridge
papers?
for warm.
Yeah! Yes!
guess.
I guess that would just be a cabinet, actually.
Yeah, it would.
But what is a filing cabinet but three vertical regular cabinets?
You're falling apart, bud.
I had to talk for an hour.
Oh, let's see. What happened in my week?
No one at me about this filing cabinet shit, please.
Oh, everyone at Nick for it, please.
Yes, please.
That'd be great. I believe last Sunday I took an edible and got so blisteringly high as I bit into the edible, and I believe I was either on stream or it was before stream, and I was like, was that a full one or half of one?
Is this the day where you were like, I'll take half of this size, and you had the full, and it was a bigger size?
Yes.
I remember seeing you tweeting about it, and just dying.
I was on
like, this
stream.
man is not making it through the night.
I was on stream, slowly starting to melt in my chair, just like, oh,
What did that little girl just say to me?
I'm gonna go to bed now. And I got up to go to bed, and then I felt my stomach rumbling, and I ran past Medi in the kitchen into the bathroom and painted our toilet orange.
Jesus.
Because I ate a lot of Doritos.
A whole bag of Doritos.
I
It was
did
like
you
half a
so
bag.
upset.
Ugh.
I was like, oh no. It was awful. I felt so bad. Medi's like, I'll get it, buddy.
Yeah, I cleaned it up.
I
Oh,
was like, oh, thank you. I was like, that's like the worst that I felt in a while. So now I know to make sure I'm eating half,
that's great.
because I was having a panic attack.
Well, that's fair. Reminds me of that image I saw this week where it was like, my buddies doing, I think it was LSD or something for the first time, and they sent like a blue and white image of this old white guy screaming and like lunging at them with their arms. It just says, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
Yeah. Nightmare. It's so funny.
I love that image a lot now.
Our floors are done.
Yeah.
That's
The
good.
bathroom's done. It looks good. I'll send a little snippet of it.
Was there any more issues?
Not necessarily. You know,
Oh, that's good.
guy had to come back a couple times to get everything done. But these are like the last things that he did was put in the saddle between our kitchen and the hallway.
You
And
can't
then-
fucking fit a horse in there, idiot.
That's what I told him, but he said that's not the same thing.
Oh,
And I called him stupid, because that's all saddles is for, is horses and pigs
Yeah, what the fuck?
sometimes. Maybe elephants.
you have to be a
Pigs,
big
if you're
saddle.
playing Minecraft.
And as you can see in that second picture, he just kind of took some molding and just like used it to cover up the crack that was in
Yeah.
our kitchen. And I was like,
I mean-
I mean,
I
What
guess
else
as
is
long
he
as
gonna
it's
do?
covered.
I was like, he could have filled. I think he might have filled it in a little before he put that up, but I was just like, that's one way to do it, I guess.
Right.
That's the
I
way you
guess,
do it.
yeah. It's fine. It all looks good. I'm excited about it. I had a conversation with Casey the other day. No, it wasn't Casey. It was a conversation with Alto and Nep, two of my dear friends,
Okay.
where I'm just sort of sitting here vibing and I'm listening to them talk about stuff. And Nep was saying something about like how everyone's just kind of fucked up because, like shit that old people did,
Correct.
Yeah.
And
Shakes
I started,
fist at sky, Reagan, etc.
yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking like, well, I just like out of nowhere to them pretty much just went, what's the opposite of lead? And they went, no, hold on, where did this come from? What is this question that you've asked us?
What is the thought process here? I wish to know.
I have a preamble question.
Yeah.
Were you sober?
Yes.
Oh.
And I went, okay, so here's
First
my
time
thought
for everything.
process. Because, a lot of issues that older people nowadays have are from, and a lot of issues that we have are from leaded gasoline,
Sure, yeah.
especially like mental issues and such. So I was like, what is the opposite of lead and how much of it can we consume and would it fix us?
No.
Would it solve the problems that lead caused?
No, this is not an ethanol-methanol poisoning situation, unfortunately.
I was like, maybe that could fix us. I probably not, but it either fixes us or we die.
Well, the
You die or you die, dude. You either
Yeah.
die or you die.
the bad news is I'm not sure exactly what the opposite of lead is, but the good news is I'm pretty sure no matter what it is, it will kill you if you ingest it.
Deal.
Yeah, you're saying this as if we have a problem here.
That's why I said it was the good news. What the fuck?
Hooray! I wanted to work one day this week,
Tragic.
and I was like, I was in a fine mood. It was all right. I wasn't upset or anything.
Fine.
But then you went to work.
Fine mood. I was upset that I was at work, but it wasn't like
Me too.
I wasn't sitting there like die like usually. I was just like, whatever.
Fair.
Until I walked into the boys' bathroom
Uh-huh.
and I'm sweeping it out, and I go to open one of the stall doors, and it does not move because it has been locked. And whatever child was in there had crawled out from the bottom and ran off. Now, normally this wouldn't be an issue because you would just take your broom and you would, smack into it and unlock it. This stall's lock is a little fucked up where it's very tight. And they had pushed it a good amount shut. So doing the old broom over the top, slapping into it trick didn't really work because I couldn't really see where it was. So I had to get on my back and slide myself underneath as far as I could to then smack it as far as I could unlocked.
That sucks.
After a couple minutes of slamming my shoulders into it, cursing and screaming at the top of my lungs, praying it would jostle it fucking open.
Well, I guess it's good news about the lock quality.
Yeah, I busted out of that fucking room, or that bathroom, just like top of my lungs in the middle of the hallway. These fucking day guys are useless. They don't fucking check anything. And these cocksucking kids. As loud as I could because I was so pissed.
I really wish that as soon as you did that, you realized it was still that big week where, like, after hours, the school was just flooded with teachers and children still.
No, fortunately this week was very quiet. There was nothing this week.
Like, oh my god, that would be so fucking...
That would be funny.
Woo!
You kids didn't already know these words, now you do.
My boss asked me if I wanted to work this weekend that we are recording.
Yes.
And I was like, is it just building checks? And he went, yeah. And I went, okay, yeah, I'll do it. And immediately after I said yes, he went, well...
He turns around and says, I lied.
Matter of fact.
As soon as he says that, it's like, well, then
like,
no.
He's like, so Saturday there's actually, like, play practice in the auditorium, and they're gonna be in there from, like, 1 to 5. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not too bad. You know, it sucks that it's, like, right in the middle of the day, but it's fine. It's, like, 4 hours.
Also...
And then the next day came the also, which was, okay, so at 8 in the morning, this group's gonna show up to use the gym. What? Do I get to leave an hour early? Why would you get to leave an hour early? I did. Night boss said I could, so I did.
I would.
Because otherwise I would be leaving at midnight to get up at 6 in the morning. Instead, I got to bed around midnight and then woke up at 7 in the morning to get there by 8. Because they weren't showing up until 9, actually.
Oh, great.
So I got at least 6 or so hours of sleep, which was better than, like, 3.
Yes.
Mathematically, this is correct.
And, I mean, it was fine. I had to do the night boss's section because he wasn't in Friday, but his section is, like, 3 rooms and then some offices, 2 bathrooms. It's fine. It was okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everyone was chill. Everyone was cool. No one made a mess anywhere. I was very happy about it. There was one issue. Because it was raining so badly, I had to go check the leaks in the building, and thankfully none of them were leaking. But as I went up to the 3rd floor, as I was in the elevator, my body went, hey buddy, how do you feel about shitting right now?
Oh my god.
And I went, I could do that when I go back downstairs. And it was like, that's cool. All right, take your time. And I went and checked the room, and I started going back down, and it was like, hey buddy, you go now or else.
Or else.
Oh,
so I went, I guess I'm not going to check this other leak on the 2nd floor. I guess I'm going to go back downstairs, not using the bathrooms up here because I don't want to have to clean them. I'll use the one that we don't have to clean as often because it's the one that we use, and we don't care about that.
Uh-huh.
So I had to race back downstairs to use the bathroom before bad things happened. And fortunately, bad things did not happen.
That's great.
But it was close. It was scary. My stomach has not been right for a couple of days. I think I ate something a little fucky at some point.
You ate half a bag of Doritos after a gummy.
Oh, this is like a week later from there.
Oh, yeah, well, still.
Unless there's like a delayed thing like with LSD where it gets stuck in your bloodstream and sometimes you just randomly trip. Or is that acid? It's one of those two. Which is also just fucked.
Never mind, I shouldn't talk about that on the podcast.
Does that happen to you?
No.
You can't see me looking. But I am.
Ooh.
Anyway, yeah. I did that work.
Yay.
Yes.
And then I left there.
Yes.
And I came home. And then today I went back for like an hour for a building check. And I went back to my locals, baby! Locals 2!
Locals 2.
So I, went back and got my ass kicked. I got my ass kicked really hard, Nick.
I saw some of those tweets.
Lost once again twice to Voiceless Voice, because I just do not know how to handle that fucking deck. Got reamed and creamed, my guy. First time was against the child that I went up against last time.
Was the kid there?
Yeah, he was there. He was, again, my first opponent, again playing the same deck after he said, I'm not going to play the same deck as last time. And he did. And I took game 1 off of him, and then he curb stomped me.
Well.
And I went, well, all right. Second round was very interesting, as I sat down, and my opponent's like, all right, I'm going to show you what I am playing now. I normal summon my Madolche, and I went, what?
I would have immediately been so happy.
I was like, I've not seen these in so long. One of the other guys that was there, who's like, I think he's like their most popular guy. He's like the one that went to a YCS and almost topped.
Uh-huh.
He came over, sat down to watch a duel, and he looked at this guy and he's like, you're fucked, dude. You're fucked for running this. He was like, this is just like Earth Machine, but like cancerous. And I was like, that's cool. So yeah, bro kicked my ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that should just go because I lost to Madolce in 2024. That was very, very upsetting. By the way, did also draw 2 Flamberge dragons in my opening hand. It's cool.
Let's
it was
go.
great. Awesome.
You should try. Do you pile shuffle?
Yes.
Okay.
I shuffle very well. Multiple times. Doesn't help sometimes.
And yet.
All right, so here's the new tactic. You gotta go there and you gotta say, I'm playing Flower Cardians, and then they go, I resign. And you take that dub.
I fucking hope so. That'd be funny as hell. Round 3, I went up against the guy that I went up against round 2 last time I went, who was playing Cyber Dragons. This time he was playing Dinomorphia.
Nice.
Anyway, I fucking roasted him.
Yeah, Dinomorphia is not great.
Oh, it was Dinomorphia Labyrinth, and I was like, that's cool. I unfortunately opened the best that I've ever opened on both games.
Damn.
So, like, good games. See you later. Round 4 was again Voiceless Voice, and it was against the guy that went to the YCS. And the whole time we're playing, he's just like super chill. He was like sitting there the whole time, fucking hitting his vape in the shop, didn't give a shit, no one cared. Just like fucking
awesome.
Playing loud music that was actually fucking sick. And he's just like giving me pointers like, if you hit at this point instead of this point, you could have done this, and then he could have wiped this out and then all this. I was like, oh, okay. He was very chill and I appreciated it.
Maybe next time for Locals 3, you'll understand Voiceless Voice.
I'm just gonna have to do nothing but fucking fight them, so I can learn how to not fucking lose to them. They're crazy! How do you out an untargetable Skull Knight with 4100 attack?
You win.
I mean, shit, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah?
Yes. I mean, the way to win is you fucking droll them before they can do anything, but...
That's most people.
Yeah, that's most things. I had a good time, despite getting my ass kicked.
I was gonna say, you said you have a good time. Like, 20 minutes in, you were like, I should go home.
Well, that's just because I lost to Madolce, and I was like, did I really fucking lose to Madolce?
Yes.
I opened one of my packs and pulled an ultimate rare.
Nice.
From the tournament packs. It's the Warrock, not Warrock, the Versus Soul.
Oh.
Or Vanquish Soul, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
They're a Link one. Which, it looks
neat.
really fucking nice.
Yeah. Those cards are cool. Love the gays.
Let's go. Are those gay? I know the Libra Ranchers are hyper gay. Are the Versus Souls also gay?
Well, I mean, look at them.
That's fair. Yeah. Dr. Mad Love fucking loves women, and I agree. Fucking same. So I'm gonna work on my deck more and fix some things.
Fair enough.
And I also woke up today and saw people talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Changes, and I got scared that a ban list had dropped. It did, just not for us. That's the Notes channel.
It sure is, buddy.
Don't worry, hold on. There we go. It's fixed. The OCG dropped their newest ban list.
Oh yeah, the OCG loves the semi-limits.
And I looked at it and went, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is any of this, dude?
I mean, what's that bitch's name? Pendulum Sorceress?
Yeah, whatever the fuck that thing is. They
coming off the
eroded her.
ban list is... Oh, that's why she's coming off the ban list. Okay.
So we're gonna get that eventually. But I looked at this and I was like, okay, title, all right, that's fine. Wanted, that's a pretty good hit for them. That's good.
Yeah.
There can be only one at one. Finally, funny.
There can be only one.
And then I saw the semi-limited SP Little Knight usually run at 1 copy. Snake Eye Ash usually only use 2 copies. Kieran, who cares? And then I saw Kaiser Coliseum and I went, what? Hello? Guys? Guys, what are you doing?
Well, you know.
Funny.
Japan's crazy!
Yeah, I don't know anything about what the OCG meta is like right now.
It's vastly different. It's insane how different it is there.
It almost always is.
Yeah. It's crazy. Was that everything? Oh, I watched a movie.
What movie?
Argyle.
What?
It's a spy movie.
Okay.
So, first off, the attached picture with that tweet is very funny. Just the picture of Bryan Cranston. I love this picture of him.
Wait, Bryan Cranston's in this.
That is my new bit now.
What? else was he in?
Oh, he was in a lot of things.
Oh, you know, the dad from Malcolm in the Middle who cooked meth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I took this picture while we were watching it, and I went to tweet Joker 2 with just this image. And instead, I hit the number 3, and I stared at it for a bit, just like laughing to myself. Because the fact that I hit 3 made it even funnier to me.
God.
And I hit
fucking,
send, and everyone's like, what are you doing?
What's that dude's name?
Bryan Cranston?
No. Kronk.
Is that H. John Benjamin?
That's BoJack Horseman.
You're BoJack Horseman.
I do have depression.
Patrick Warburton.
Yes! That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. People forgot Patrick Warburton's name. H. John Benjamin. They sound nothing alike. I'm stupid.
Come back!
What?
Kenny Loggins, don't leave!
Kenny Loggins, don't leave!
Please, Kenny! Please come and listen to H. John Benjamin's albums. They're very good.
God.
The first track of one of them is him doing a very bad cover of Danger Zone, and Kenny Loggins going, "No, this isn't happening, dude. I'm walking."
Pulling support. Sorry, no.
It's so funny. All right, so what if we just used that? Just use that whole conversation there.
That whole thing of me fighting.
Don't care. Works for me. All right, that's good. We got our first track.
Got it.
Let's wrap it up.
Hell yeah.
That's so fucking funny. But yeah, Argyle is a movie about a woman who writes spy novels, and
okay.
Then the spies come to life, and she has to fuck.
No, she turns out not really kidnapped, but like a spy shows up at her house pretty much and just sort of leaves with her and is just like, yeah, your life's in danger because everything that you've been writing about is real. Like all of that stuff is things that have actually been happening.
Surprise, you are psychic.
And she's like,
I'm
what?
sorry. The plot of this movie is Alan Wake?
Kinda.
No, because she's not writing it into reality. She just happens to have wrote things that have actually happened.
So he's Chuck from Supernatural.
Now let me say this. The agent's name, big plot twist for this right now for you. His name is not Argyle.
His name is Cutteroy.
Because Argyle is not a real person. He is actually fictional. But the acts that have happened in these books are real.
Okay.
Now, to ruin the plot of Argyle for you all.
So it'd be like if James Bond was based off of Ian McKellen.
Kind of, yeah.
Which I think is actually a thing.
Let me see if I can. There we go. So, here, for anyone who doesn't care, or like, what am I trying to say here? I just had a Jordan moment where my brain shut off.
For anyone who does not give a shit about the plot of Argyle.
For anyone who cares about the plot of Argyle, skip ahead. But if you don't give a shit, I'm gonna fucking spoil it right now. It's not a good movie. You shouldn't care.
Movie.
Bing, bing, wahoo! Please skip ahead 1 minute and 30 seconds to skip the spoilers for the very important movie, Argyle.
One of the biggest plot twists in this is, hey, Ellie Conway, the writer, your name is not that. You know all of these things that have happened, and you've written this all down because they are your experiences. You are a spy, and your name is Rachel Kyle. Your agent, R. Kyle.
This sucks.
Oh.
You were brainwashed by Bryan Cranston and a British woman into being their daughter, quote unquote, because they wanted to keep you from being a spy.
That's...
Okay. Sure.
My favorite part of the movie is when they're fighting off the bad guys in the bad guys' lair, and there's an oil spill, so the bad guys say, put your guns down, we can't shoot, pull out your knives. If we shoot, we'll all go up in flames. And then she takes 2 knives and puts them on her shoes because she knows how to ice skate. And she goes around with a gun that has a knife just sort of taped to it and just starts stabbing people with it before ripping the knife out and just opening fire and shooting everyone.
Oh, okay.
Because they just sort of forgot in the middle of this action scene that there's oil everywhere and they shouldn't be shooting guns.
Oh my god.
So they set that whole thing up just to ignore it immediately. It is a dog shit movie.
They just wanted an excuse to knife fight.
Yeah, not a good movie. If you want to check it out, go ahead. But let me tell you, it's not great. She has a cat in this. Sometimes they sort of make him a CG for some reason. It's not great. It looks like shit.
That's funny.
It is an interesting movie.
What level of CG? Like, is it Garfield from The Tale of Two Kitties?
It doesn't like walk around and talk or anything, but it's like shots where they can't put a cat in danger. Like they jump off the roof of a building onto a boat below.
All right, but
and land on the top of it, and then the cat goes flying in the air because of them landing on it, like the top of the boat.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, we can't like send a cat actually flying in the air. But also at one point the cat like attacks Bryan Cranston and like fucking almost tears his throat out, and it's sick.
Excellent. That's what happened to shit. What's his name? That's what happened to Nick Fury.
That's, you know what? That is true. Before I end my week, I'm gonna hit you with a fucking curveball. I also have a fucking mini munch.
Let's go.
What?
So let me find the pictures. You guys know how they have that foot long stuff at Subway?
Are you talking about the foot-long sidekick right now?
Talking about the foot long sidekicks.
Let's fucking go.
Now, unfortunately, they do not have the cookie. They do not have the cookie anywhere.
What the fuck?
The cookie is so popular that they just cannot meet with demand.
That is hilarious.
Because who wouldn't want a foot long cookie?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So instead, I'm going to try the foot long churro.
Okay.
The foot long churro is dog shit.
Damn.
I've put the pictures in the boardwalk. It is so, like, you can look at it in that second picture. There is no space there.
That is depressing.
It is compact. It was like a longer form of the little cinnamon twists you get from Taco Bell, but not nearly as good because it's not as airy.
That's funny.
It was bad. It was ungood. I would have to give it like a 2.
Damn.
Yeah, just don't even bother. Get the fucking pretzel, I guess. Wait until the cookie comes back. I want that cookie so fucking bad. I just like sweets.
Tasty.
You know, there's like one of those coupon books on the kitchen table downstairs, and it's just been showing me the foot-long cookie for weeks.
Now you know you can't get one.
Well, considering I don't live in New York, I'm thinking it might be really easy for me to get one, actually.
Maybe. All right, Meddy, how was your week?
Oh.
Hello, everyone. This is your captain speaking, and we're doing, yes, that's right, there's another ad break. Anyway. Make sure, if you want to keep up to date with the podcast and everything going on, make sure you follow us on Twitter/X at DipShipsPod. You can also follow us on Blue Sky, dipships.boats. Follow each of us individually at The Calamity Carl, at GFPPM, at Metorman, and at Echo Fetish. It's EKKO_fetish. You know, I'll usually tweet about things going on with the podcast and then retweet it on DipShips, the Twitter account. Sometimes I'll tweet it from the DipShips Twitter account. Just follow them. Keep up to date with things. If you have any questions to ask us, any topics you want us to talk about, send them over to questions@dipships.boats or tweet them at us. At Blue Sky, at us. Blue Sky is actually getting video and GIFs soon, which means I might be a little bit more attentive over there. Thank God, if you finally fucking moved to somewhere else, maybe. Hey, if you want to support us directly and financially, you can do so by going to patreon.com/dipshipspod. And you can join at any tier to help us out. $1 and above, you can listen to DipShips a day early. You get your name in the credits during this ad break part. $5 and above, you get all that. And you also get to watch DipShips a day early. You get to watch DShips, or DipShips Humble Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series a day early. You get to watch Party Boat a day early. You get to watch our Patreon exclusive series, PM vs. Anime. Again, sorry it has to be Patreon exclusive, but they host video there. And we can't get copyright struck there for sifting through an anime that we're chopping apart, so you can't really watch the whole thing and you're missing bits. But it's not legal in some way, I guess. I don't know. The copyright law is dumb and I hate it. $10 and above, I get to read your name out loud during this part, which we'll do in a little bit. Also, I give you a little kiss. One more for luck. And above that is for like 20 and 50s for recommending PMVA series. If you want to support us at those tiers, feel free. Only if you can afford to do so. Otherwise, don't bother. Like, if you want to support us at that tier, that's super cool. Thank you so much. Usually $10 and below is where the value is at. I've said it so many times that we want to rework the tiers, but it's so difficult to like juggle real life and things for the Patreon and then another podcast and all these other things. And I don't have PM here to help me out with it. And God knows Medi and Nick won't fucking do anything for it. So, it's all on me. But anyway, this is the part where I read out your names at the $10 and above tier to thank you all for being at the $10 and above tier. Starting, of course, with Alatos Diogenes. Alatos, how dare you? Love Korak. Ali Bear. Breakdown 707. Cold Skin Gamer. Dr. Perpaka the Purple Paka. Fire Trooper 113. Frost Samurai. Gomer. Chris Derp. Lordy Fars. Mr. I Like Spam. Nap. Oblivion Gamer 27. PM's Tooth finds the courage to move on. Reen Superfan. So, this is why they call it the Skeleton Dome. Unicorn Overlord and Hades 2, competing for who can make the best muscle waifu of 2024. Thank you, Hermishi Trev. Vine Ultimax. Wob and Roro have Star Wars Battlefront fever. Yellow Yondello and Zombie Slayer 051 and our $20 Boatswain, Mr. Collector. Ooh, what's up, buddy? You're collecting my heart. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Thank you all for the patronage. You support us. You help us. What am I trying to say? You help us make this content work. You help us pay our bills and pay our editor, more importantly. Technically editors, but I usually pay G with the mill mic cut that I get. I usually don't take any of the DipShips cut. It all goes to Mimi. Thank you all very much for the support. It means the world to us. If you want another way to support us and get some physical items, hey, you can get some merchandise. Go to streamlabs.com/thecalamitycarl/merch. Get yourself a bucket hat. Get yourself a duck beanie. Get a it's a duck mug. Get some stickers. I have some other designs on there that aren't related to DipShips. There's the Blanca Sands shirt based on the hit tweet I made that ended up on iFunny, where everyone on the website was like, are we not going to talk about how this guy's name is my wife's boyfriend bought me Animal Crossing New Horizons? And I was like, they got the joke. But hey, if you can't afford to directly and financially support us, remember that podcast sink or swim based on word of mouth. So share the podcast around with anyone who you think would enjoy it. Rate us 5 stars wherever you're watching or listening, whatever. Like the video, leave a comment, do the Spotify Q&A thing, which I think, as a matter of fact, I should have had this open also. I believe we have 1 or 2 of... Why is it not loading? Sir? There we go. I don't know if I read the 2 from the ice cream debacle. I must have, because they are not listed. Yeah, they're published. Hey, go and do those things if you would like. Helps us out, and we get to read the things that you put out. I read all of the comments, so it's just, we all see it. We all see it. I read a comment from the last episode. Where was it? 102. White guy jump scare. No. Oh, that was scary. That was loud. It scared the shit out of me. Wow, 102 really is the last one, huh? We'll read some comments from episode 102. Basically, 2 years of podcast. Keep it up, guys. From Sick... Oh my god, I can't read this. Sick Egal Alien. I believe that's how I'm going to pronounce it. Thank you very much. Stark Maximum. Good lord, the noise made when Mimi's new icon showed up during the ad read. Oh, I forgot about Mimi's new icon. This thing's fucking... Whoa. Awesome. Oh, okay, I got scared for a second. Germaran. Putting a timestamp, but we're taking it back. We're reclaiming bank robberies. They said it's supposed to be bank robberies. I was very scared when I saw we're taking it back, and I was like, did we make a Clerks 2 reference? Don't worry, we're bringing it back. Professor Bad Vibe saying the milk. There's a lot of other comments there. Hey, leave some comments. Maybe we'll check them out, read them, heart them, love them, like them. Anyway, enough of that. Thank yous. Need to continue with some people that do things for our podcast, such as Vidazen at _VIDAZEN for our intro song, I'm sorry, underscore VIDAZEN underscore, almost forgot the one at the end, on Twitter for our intro song Starbird and additional music such as Appetite, Delight, Ride of the Wave, Seaside, Time to Duel, and Fire Within. Last two are for DipShips. The rest are Party Boat, DipShips, and the ad break, actually. That one's Appetite, Delight. That one was the one that was supposed to be for the DipShips segment, but I felt like Seaside fit better. Thank you again for that. I'd also like to thank two other of my fine fellas, Shibuya Gato and Shora Art, Shora underscore art, SHORAH underscore. Shibuya did the logo for our wonderful podcast. Shora did the thumbnail art and everything. They both have done fantastic work. And I'd also, of course, like to thank our editors, Mimi at Mimicry, MIMICKRII, and G, amazing GGG guy. Mimi's been editing the podcast. G's been doing Party Boat, been doing PM versus Anime, which is unfortunately currently on hiatus as we have no PM to do PM versus Anime. But G's been doing a fantastic job, and keep an eye out. G's going to be doing a couple more things that don't necessarily relate to DipShips, but you know, it's more things. Thank you both. Don't forget that we're also available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, and of course the video version on YouTube. I don't know where you're listening, but I know where you're watching. I know that I'm listening on YouTube Music because that's what I had to switch all of my podcasts to when Google Podcasts died. Why can't Google just keep things around? Anyway, speaking of other things, I have more of the Saga series for all you Yu-Gi-Oh lovers with me and Bridget coming out soon. We also have the Millennium Microphone Mega Master Saga, M4S, the Masters have come to play, with myself and Shora. First episode of that should be up relatively soon. I don't know necessarily when that is, but I guess it depends on when G finishes editing it. And that'll be up on Shibuya's channel, not on this one. That'll be on Shibuya's because it's Milmic related. And I don't think there's much else for the time being. For Party Boats, I need to actually see, I believe we have just Lethal Company left. And I think we have 2 sessions of that, but I don't think I sent the second session to G. If I can find G, there he is. Yeah, last one we seem to have is the Lethal Company one, the first one that we've done. We got a second one. Sorry, I had to go close my window and suffer in fucking heat death. We got a second one that's got to be edited at some point soon. We have the Bridget Saga that's going to be up soon. Oh, fuck, I forgot we have Golf with Your Friends. I still have that one to upload. Soon. Anyway, I've rambled too much. Thank you all for listening. Hope you all are enjoying this episode. Hope you continue to enjoy this episode. And next week, stay tuned for a very special guest. Oh, teaser. This is my boat, and you cannot be here.
Okay. I think he's gone. Listen, I don't have much time. I need to tell you that if you like Yu-Gi-Oh, then you can go right now and listen to the Millennium Microphone podcast. Every 2 weeks, we put out episodes going back through the anime, and we've already covered all of Original Duel Monsters and Season 0. Right now, we're in the middle of GX, we record live, and we let our audience vote on every single episode's thumbnail. So, if you're interested, keep an eye out for that.
Hey, is that Shibuya Gato from the Millennium Microphone?
Dude, shut up! Shut up right now, he's gonna hear you!
Did you know that Millennium Mic is available on YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music?
Dude, are you trying to tell them I'm here or steal my ad read?
And features hosts like Shibuya Gato Shora, Calamity Carl, BioRoxas, and KZ Excellent.
What the fuck are you doing on my boat?
Fuck. No, I gotta go. Go listen to Millennium Microphone.
You know.
I don't know, that's why I asked.
No, that's where we just continue to maintain radio silence for the remainder of the podcast.
Yes, that'd be the next half an hour, we're just quiet, and then, alright everybody, that's been DipShips, buy a bucket hat.
It's just, oh, you know, and we get Mimi to put in this, like, very subtle but intense background noise that starts off at a very minute decibel and grows for the remainder of the half hour.
And
Yeah,
then
like that,
by the
that
time it
droning
starts to
sound.
get loud, then we start to creep in the penis music.
It's a good bit, everybody.
So yesterday,
Uh-huh.
because I only have two things,
Yeah.
I didn't really get any sleep the night before. 'Cause
Friday into Saturday.
I could not sleep. Yeah, Friday into Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to.
I slept
I
on the
was
floor.
laying in my bed, staring at the ceiling, going, "Please, Mr. Sandman, sand me a man.
Sand me a fucking man.
Make him so sandy, car door hook hand."
Yep.
And I got, I think, like 2.5 hours of sleep. So I was having a bad day going into work. And then in the first, like, hour and a half of me being at work, 2 different old men who I do not fucking know tried to touch my hair. Like, were reaching for me, trying to grab my hair.
Awesome. Well, you know, as a Walmart employee, you are public property.
That's true.
I almost killed 2 separate old men. Why the fuck you grabbing me? Don't touch me, motherfucker.
Well, it would probably be easy. They're old men.
Yeah, literally.
You just break their kneecaps.
Literally, I just snap your fucking neck. Don't fucking touch me.
just-
Don't grab my hair. Why
Just push them
why
a
my
little
hair?
too hard.
If you wanted my attention, my shoulder, not my hair.
You're tall.
Yes, exactly. So what are you doing grabbing?
It could have been worse. They could have been very creepily going like, pretty, pretty.
They might have in their heads. I don't know why they were grabbing my hair.
Yeah.
I didn't ask. Instead, I went, "Don't touch me," and walked away both times.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe they thought that they were like ringing a service bell.
Oh my god.
I would actually have stabbed an old man to death in the middle of a Walmart.
In
If
Roblox.
one of them tugged my hair successfully, they actually would have died.
See, the fun thing is, I don't really pay attention to, like, you know, local news or anything like that. So I wouldn't know about that till you said it on the podcast.
It's not really local news for you. It'd be like...
Tri-county? Tri-state?
Tri-state?
Tri-state.
Are you part of our tri-state?
I don't know.
Because, like, most people consider this tri-state New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
Well, I'm part of the Pent State.
The Octo State.
Part of New
I'm on
England.
the East Coast.
New England news.
Oh, hey, this is a good segue. It's New England news. Hey, there's Cookie Run Kingdom news.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Cookie Run Kingdom news.
There's no way you have
I'm gonna
this
have to
button
send
still.
Mimi that sound
I was
clip.
about to say, yeah, you don't got that on the soundboard no more.
dude.
Because it's been so long. It's been 5.
It's been
months.
5. It has been 5. You're so right, buddy.
alright. It's been 5.
Because I was thinking of the scene of Titanic, and I'm like, how do I edit 5?
It has been 5.
Give me the rundown.
Which K-pop group is Cookies now?
Damn, that'd be great if it was a second K-pop group or a J-pop group.
Garugamesh Cookie.
Where's the fucking Blackpink cookies? The baby metal cookies.
The Atrocigako cookies. No. Hey, you like the Cookie Run franchise? Is it your
Sure.
favorite franchise?
Whatever, yeah.
Would you like Cookie Run, but Bejeweled?
Yeah,
Would you like Cookie Run, but it's just Candy Crush?
I would like that.
Great, I have great news for you about Cookie Run Witch's Castle. It's just Cookie Run, but Bejeweled.
Is this a different new game?
Yes.
Oh.
It is a prequel / interquel.
You...
Because it takes place before Cookie Run Kingdom, and it takes place between chapters like 1 and 2 of Cookie Run.
You're telling me there is now a Cookie Run product that covers the same thing chronologically as the Halo books?
Yes. It happens between Ginger Brave getting out of the oven and Gingerbrave getting to the window where he escapes the witch's house.
There's a whole game in between
There's
that
a
12
whole
feet?
game in there, baby! You get to see him meet his friends!
What?
From Cookie Run Kingdom!
News. That's awesome, man.
Somehow, no, like, you were describing it at first, and I was like, this is fine, yeah, whatever. A prequel going into an interlude, yeah, sure. The fact that the distance between chapter 1 and 2 is at maximum 12 feet has upset me on a level that I cannot explain.
It's 12 feet. However, they are cookies.
They are cookies. You're right. They are
like
cookies.
3 inches tall. That's a lot of distance for a cookie to cover.
Man, Remy Ratatouille moved faster than that.
Remy Ratatouille better fucking stop it up.
I have great news. There's a bunch of rats who are
cook?
characters. They're like the mafia.
Well,
Which I have terrible news for my Pathfinder players.
yeah.
My previously existing rat mafia is going to get a lot more fleshed out because of Cookie Run.
Oh my god. I think I need to leave.
My Pathfinder game or this podcast?
Yes.
That's fair.
Fair.
So yeah, there's a whole new Cookie Run.
Kingdom news.
Did you... Is it free? Is it $5 Rozoids?
It's free.
So you're playing it then?
I started playing it.
Yep.
I basically finished it out because it's just Bejeweled and, you know...
Yeah, fair.
EZPZ, I don't know what you want here.
Yeah, you skill issue those children.
Pretty much. It's that annoying thing of, yeah, you're gonna have to play a level like 17 times to clear it because it's RNG luck.
Yep.
If you don't want to spend any of the premium currencies or whatever. But like, it's easier to get through than Cookie Run Kingdom.
News.
Because you don't have to sit there and level up your fucking dudes and grind out jellies and level up your dudes and grind out jellies.
I don't like that they're jellies.
Oh yeah, that's the EXP jellies.
Fill me with your cookie cream.
What? They're cookies. What else are they supposed to eat? What is going to keep them sweet?
Oh.
Sugar jellies. Stupid. Oh hey, speaking of Cookie Run Kingdom.
News.
There's more plot in Cookie Run Kingdom now.
What?
Alright. So you remember the ancient cookies, the 5 ancient hero cookies?
I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead.
Yes,
I
the 5
remember them.
ancient hero cookies. Alright, so it turns out that those 5 ancient hero cookies who each embody a virtue, right?
Uh-huh.
They are not the first ancient hero cookies. There are ancienter heroer cookies.
So Cookie Run Kingdom pulled a Elder Kai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a smart move.
Except
Go on.
The 5 ancienter cookies, which are now known as the beast cookies.
Yep.
You see, they were 5 of the first cookies made.
Yes.
Except
like in history?
yes.
Okay.
You see, they were the 5 like god cookies that the witches made to blah 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 cookie kind.
Uh-huh.
Right? Except, you know, they were the 5 supreme beings of the world.
Wow, can I just say, really fucked up of Cookie Run Kingdom to rip off One Piece like this?
Pretty much. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I guess.
instead of being the 5 virtues, they became the 5 sins.
Okay.
There's like 7 sins.
Yes, correct.
Not
Don't
for
worry
cookies.
about it.
They are
not
allowed
for cookies,
lust.
stupid.
Cookies do not have lust, and they do not envy.
I mean,
They do. They're just not sins to them.
their sins are deceit, apathy, sloth, destruction, and silence.
Wow, they gave a cookie apathy.
Yes. Mythic
fact
flower
that's-
cookie, the cookie of apathy.
The fact that silence is one is very funny.
Well, they're not supposed to shut the fuck up. They're cookies.
I don't... Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Listen,
Silent
I'm
salt
in now.
cookie is the cookie of silence. He is not yet in game, or they are not yet in game.
They have non-binary cookies.
Yeah.
Yes. We don't know if this one's actually
shit.
non-binary or not, but they've only had they-them pronouns assigned to them so far, so hopefully.
Okay.
And need
Cool
more
looking.
NB cookies.
Cool looking cookie.
Yeah. The one that we have, like, full, not just in profile, is Shadow Milk Cookie.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He is the Evil Knowledge Cookie. The
Wood.
opposite of Pure Vanilla Cookie.
Jesus Christ.
Wood.
Yes.
I love that he's like a silly little jester.
He's a silly...
I can't believe they ripped off
Now that I'm
Deltarune.
saying this out loud, he is literally a Gog ripoff.
He's also a ripoff of Jevil from Deltarune.
Kind of. Like,
And Knights.
yeah. Knights and Rika,
But like the
Rika,
dark-
whatever Knights his brother is.
I was going to say the Dark Knights that I don't remember the name of.
And yes, the general agreed upon thing is, it's cool that they made an Eldritch Horror cookie and also wood.
Hell yeah.
Fair, I guess. Yep.
Anyway, so you gotta bring back, Pure Vanilla? No. White Lily Cookie. You gotta bring White Lily Cookie back to life.
What?
So that way the 5 virtues can oppose the 5 beasts.
Was she eaten?
No, she, there's a whole big thing where she, discovered that cookies were created to
Yes.
be eaten.
Yes,
And
the
it drove
plot of
her
the
to
first
insanity.
bit of Cookie Run Kingdom is,
Oh my god.
yes, literally, the bad guy is like, you don't understand, cookies were made to be eaten, and the protagonist goes, fucking yeah, duh, and? She's like, what do you mean, and?
She got so fucked up by it, she became the Dark Enchantress.
Okay.
And it's like, but like everyone knows,
Yes.
but like all of them are like, yeah, that's why we left. And she's like, what?
What do you mean left? Like, yeah, the witch just baked us like 15 minutes ago. What do you mean the witch baked you? It's been cookies making cookies for as long as I can remember, at least a month.
Excellent.
So yeah. Yeah, they went, no, there's 5 even older cookies, but these ones are evil and they want their powers back. The 5 hero cookies who are not your cookies that are really hard to get on gacha rolls, you need them to fight the bad cookie. Wail harder, asshole.
God. There are some things where I'm like, I understand why this, like, prints money. Like, as much as I don't
That's
play
because people
Fate
want to fuck
anymore.
It's because people want to fuck the cookies, Nick.
The cutscenes, because there are cutscenes in Cookie Run Kingdom now.
Uh-huh.
The animation is,
That is a still image.
lovely. I'm glad.
Yay!
Let's try. No, that one's not even, that one didn't even want to
Wait,
work. Oh,
there
there
it
we go.
is.
Bum move
This
lag.
looks hilariously. This looks better than Ruby.
Exactly. They have spent so much money, they hired an actual animation company instead of having the little JPEGs attack each other.
That's really good. I'm glad they did that.
It's wild. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm back in on Cookie Run Kingdom specifically, and probably not the Witch, because I don't really like playing Bejeweled all that much, even though I finished the fucking game.
Oh yeah, but you're gonna keep it on your phone, because what if they have crossover events?
I mean, that's why I downloaded it, because Cookie Run Kingdom had the crossover event, and I needed Witch Cat Cookie or whatever the fuck her name is.
Uh-huh. See,
Witchberry
exactly.
Cookie. Yeah, I needed it. You don't understand.
okay. No, I understand, because this reminded me of my special interest.
This isn't even my special interest.
I don't know how to tell you this.
I mean,
But-
yeah, I guess it's filling the hole Mega Man has left in my heart temporarily.
Temporarily, he's dead. He's dead and he's not coming back.
Until he does.
It won't be the same.
As I co-parter.
That being said, if they want to drop a new Mega Man game, I'm... Ooh.
If they want to drop an old Mega Man game on a new console.
If they want to give me Command Mission...
That's the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, sometime in the next couple of months, the new Inazuma game is launching. And I'm not gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be normal about this.
You're a freak, Nick. Hey, do you guys have
yeah.
some questions?
So, what I'm hearing here is that we have to prepare for Soccer Child news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
hang
I'm
on.
hearing.
I sent some stuff. So the preview video, whatever, you could watch that on your own time. You
Uh-huh.
won't,
Yeah,
but
of course not, but
I put that there so that when the podcast is done, I can open it and watch it for the 12th time.
Love you, buddy.
You're sick in the head.
I just love some of these things, like the fact the game is called a hyperdimensional football RPG.
Including over 4,500 characters?
Yes.
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 Inazuma 11 has been going for like 20 years.
It's been going for a bit. It was DS times is when it started. First original DS.
It has like 5 animes or something.
Pretty much, yeah. And like the RPG games, which is what this is like an extension of, is like kind of built around scouting and making a team of people you like. And that means that every team that was main characters, villains, one-off teams that showed up in the anime once are all up for grabs. You too can have the dude who played by listening to music on his headphones. That was his whole bit.
Hey, how did we get onto the topic of Inazuma 11?
I started speaking.
Yeah, I just sort of blacked out, and all of a sudden we went from whatever the ends of Medi's week was with the Cookie Run to Inazuma 11.
Inazuma 11 news.
Yeah, that's it.
I expect longer and more updates next time.
Well, the open beta drops in about 4 days, but the
Beautiful.
open beta is Switch only.
I would imagine so.
But when the game properly releases later this year,
So what
it's
I'm
on
hearing-
like...
What I'm hearing is you're
PlayStation
going
and
to drive
Steam and
out here
stuff.
and steal one of our Switches.
Wow!
Again, I have this one that I'm
and
not
pick
using.
up your giant peep.
I don't have time off. I just used it to go to my aunt's wedding.
Well, you shouldn't have gone to your aunt's wedding, asshole.
What?
Yeah, idiot.
Piece of shit.
Stupid.
Hey, you guys want the questions? Are you done with your week, Medi?
Yeah, I'm done with my week.
Remember that if you have questions for us, you want us to answer, any topics you want us to talk about, you can send them to questions@dipships.boats, or you can send them to us on Twitter or Blue Sky.
Peep.
DipShipsPod or dipships.boats. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions from Wob.
What?
Hell yeah. Can't count on anyone, we can count on Wob to send us
We
questions.
started recording an hour and 40 minutes ago and had no questions.
Well, I
Like
said we have
can't
some
count
questions.
on nobody. Can count on
okay.
Wob.
So we had mostly all of these questions from Wob, and then I asked on Twitter, and we have now a lot of questions.
Yes. You
Okay.
asked on Twitter, and then Wob sent in 20 more questions.
Literally, you said that, and I was like, you asked, and he made 7 posts? Or they made 7
So,
posts?
no, they sent it to the Yahoo like during the week.
Okay.
So we'll go with this first one here.
They got into Vampire Survivors, by the way, which I find incredibly funny.
Yeah!
They tweeted at me about it.
Hell yeah.
We'll get into this first one. We'll do like 3 of them, and then we'll finish off the rest next time.
The Wob trifecta.
So, Wob asks, "Hi there, dipships. First off,
Hi,
apologies
Wob.
to mid-roll Carl for having to read my Patreon name about my mastery of specific Kingdom Hearts games. Turned out to be kind of the whole series, and I forgot to change it. That's fair.
It's okay.
It happens.
You should never apologize to Carl.
Second off, I hope to give some sort of financial support at some point again, because I genuinely believe this podcast can go the distance when, not if, it gets the numbers it deserves. Hell yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Now I have to listen to that whole song in Disney's Hercules where he goes the distance.
I bought a
He's
full
going
art.
for speed.
I bought a
Oh.
full art Arceus V-Star Pokemon card for $100. You could have bought
Holy
mine
shit.
off of me. And many more cards, including very, very rare Japanese exclusives. Sacrifices had to be made. That's fair, I get it. Third and finally, the first question here.
Yeah.
Over the years of watching Carl, PM, and KZ, I've listened to most of the bits and have I have listened
don't
to
get
the
it.
No one
most
ever
bits
watched me.
than I have ever heard on time watching Game Grumps. A lot of them have been terrible and probably meant to be that way, yes. My question is, what is the worst bit each of your fellow 3 dips have used but no
Dips.
longer use and are thankful for that? Bonus question, what is your favorite bit of theirs that they've done? Thank you for making good content, and don't lose hope because of the numbers. You'll be bigger and always getting better. Thank you. The last part, don't axe the DipShips Network. A loyal viewer and fellow Nick fan. Wob and Roro.
Big fan.
Yay!
I'm also a fan of Nick, sometimes.
Thank you. Oh.
When Nick's not kicking my ass in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then going, well, buddy, I already thought that I would win, so I just stand the wheel. Cocksucker.
But I was correct.
I got angry all over again editing that. I was like, I'm gonna fucking punch his goddamn face in. I'm gonna shave him bald and slap his head purple like the Grimace. So, worst bit and favorite bit from each of us.
My least favorite Carl bit is when they get just a little too close to the microphone and say something a little too horny.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I like that. I don't love it. I like it worse every time because usually there's enough space in between it happening that I have upgraded my headphones.
Oh.
So, like, I have the best headphones I've ever had in my life, so this is the worst it's ever been.
What kind of headphones you got there, big boy?
They're Sennheisers.
Oh, those are pretty good ones. You can hear
ASMR.
You can hear pretty well with those.
Oh,
sorry, I had to sniff my mustache.
Now I'm going to crinkle a chip back.
Dude, okay, hang on real quick.
Yeah?
I don't have, like, I don't know if it even exists, like an ad blocker on my phone. And I don't have YouTube Premium or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So when I'm listening to music or, like, shows on YouTube at work, I get ads. And there's this Grubhub ad, where it's just like someone's making a burrito and wraps it up and it goes in a bag and then it goes in a car. It's like a 10-second ad, whatever, it's nothing. But it is the loudest, fucking crinkliest ad I've ever heard in my life. Every step of making that burrito is just an explosion of noise in my ears.
I've never heard an ad described as crinkly. That's awesome.
It sucks.
That sounds awful.
So I just remember that ad existed and got really mad about it.
That's fair.
My favorite bit Carl does, although this may seem contradictory, is I love some of the sounds this man can make with his mouth. Like, that's fun. That's way better than what you were doing a second ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hey Isabel, what's up? Isabel,
I love that.
You can't say that about Palestinians. Wow. Oh my god. No, you have to go back in the box.
I will break free and kill again.
Nope, back in the... Nope.
Like, see, that's such a good bit.
She
that was
bit me.
good. Well, yeah.
I have rabies.
We're gonna have to put you both down, tragically.
Hooray.
You will never take me alive.
You cannot kill me in a way that matters.
Pick a god and pray.
Dear Lord Bahamut.
Alright, now what about Medi?
What about Maddie?
What about Medi? My most favorite Medi bit is when they follow up anything that was very clearly a bit with about 2.5 seconds of silence, and then they just go, bit?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't remember doing this.
That's pretty funny.
Is this an actual thing that I've done?
Yes!
Is this a bit?
It's even funnier that you don't know the bit. That's so good.
Is this a bit?
Holy shit.
Help! Unironically, are we serious right now?
You don't do it a lot, but it's always funny.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what my least favorite Medi bit is. I think it's that they won't show their feet for free.
That's fair. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of my least favorite bit that Carl does.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not a thing that ever happens on camera or podcast.
It happened when I was there.
But like, I'll be in the kitchen, God. And this motherfucker will walk in and he'll just go, "No, get out of my room! Stop staring at my feet and making lip smacking noises."
What's going on? You recording? That's pretty.
Fucking kill it! I'll kill you dead.
Oh no! There's live fire.
Oh. Anyway,
strikes again.
That's my least favorite bit ever of all time because it's only my feet.
Oh, God bless.
What about the favorite?
That was for bonus points. What if they just don't think you're funny?
Oh, well, I guess.
Damn.
I'm trying to think of my favorite that you will admit is a bit.
Hit me with some, we'll see.
I'm like, man, it's really funny how you pretend that Gex is good.
It's really funny how you pretend to hate women.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, that one is a bit.
I mean,
good, I hope so.
I mean, honestly, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Gex is good, but only 3. The other 2 are not good.
Yeah, pretty much. I like Ronald Reagan.
Oh, well, I like you too. You little girl, would you like a lollipop?
See? This is... I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's a little too close to the thing I hate. What?
Any more licks than that, Nancy will get mad.
It's his dick.
Unfortunately, I know.
It is a lollipop.
It's just Nancy's lollipop.
Nancy's not supposed to know that I have sweets on me. She gets cranky.
So I know you've said who this is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
However...
Mm-hmm. Who do you think it is?
In my mind's eye, I saw Winnie the Pooh.
I'm picturing Winnie the Pooh and Ronald Reagan morphed together, and I hate the image. Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Oh, what about your Nick bits?
See, that's the thing. I'm also trying to think of Nick bits.
I got nothing. I'm just stupid is the problem.
And like, yeah, a lot of the stuff you do just isn't a bit.
Yeah,
which is the hard part.
This is just me, unfortunately.
Like, you're just naturally this fucking stupid.
Hell yeah.
Like it's rough.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't know about you, but my least favorite Nick bit is Nick liking Inazuma 11.
Hell, trust me, unfortunately, that's not a bit.
That's not a bit. That is, again, the autism special interest for this character.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That wasn't a bit. That's not a bit. I guess we could count the Kink Reaver as a bit, but that's like, no one will understand that.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't got nothing for Nick.
Just a little enigma.
Hello. It's because I'm small.
I've got one for Nick. My least favorite Nick bit is when he sent me a fucking picture of a brick the first time I went to locals.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's
a good my bit, favorite
though.
Nick bit.
and then I fucking bricked, and I was like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him fucking dead.
I changed my mind. That's my favorite Nick bit.
What the fuck? This sucks.
Funny.
Oh man, he sent me a message when he got home from locals. It was just like, I'm so mad at you. And I was like, what's up, buddy?
What happened?
And he just sent me a picture of the brick again.
You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I get it. I see.
Oh.
My favorite Nick bit is how very small Nick is.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I wish that was a bit.
Because I keep picturing the image of Nick sandwiched between 2 peeps. And it's like burned in my brain. It's so funny.
Hang on, let me close Cookie Run and pull that up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, please.
Hell yeah.
Because I have the version with the face blacked out, so...
Perfect. Oh.
My least favorite Medi bit is also a Medi bit that I actually like.
Okay.
It's because I only have good bits.
I don't know about that. Not every bit can be a winner. I know that from experience.
That's fucked up. You're fucked up.
My least favorite Medi bit, which is also a Medi bit that I like, is the Ghost of Noel Fielding.
Hello, it's me, the Ghost of Noel Fielding.
Like, I love it. It's great. Sometimes I'm like, oh god, and sometimes I'm like, yeah. I love it a lot.
I don't see the problem here. Hello. Oh.
My favorite Medi bit is it's not just one; it's the multiple that we have on an almost daily basis. From us just talking to each other, we do a lot of bits just on our own.
Remember the squirrel that lives in the Green Lantern power battery from like 2015?
Oh yeah!
I just happen to be here.
I was just here. They gave me this funny little ring.
Oh.
All I remember is that he would like say things and people would be like, "But that's right," and he'd go, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." Is
That's a
that
good
and who could ever forget Derek?
Hello. It's the same voice as Noel Felding.
My name's
They're
Derek.
both the same voice.
It was just
Rob.
a shitty little fucking flashlight fish from some
Yeah.
old Flash game. That we were just like, his name is Derek. He fishes here on the weekends.
Yes, he fishes here on the weekends. And then
Hello.
the bit would just become, I'm Derek, I insert whatever we're doing at the time here on the weekend.
Oh man, good times.
There's the picture.
Show it to me.
Show me to me. Yes. I recall this
good.
time when I was truly at peace.
All right, we'll
Sandwich-
do these.
Sandwiched between giant peep and my bear.
We'll do
bear
these
that-
two that are quick.
Yes.
The bear that's what?
The bear that is the size of what could be a fursuit for Nick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Honestly, yeah, it's huge. Well,
Uh,
either it's huge or I'm small or both.
We'll do these two other wild ones that are quick. What is your favorite Vampire Survivor song? Mine is "Moms Are Tough."
That's a good one.
Usually I play that game with the music muted and just am listening to a YouTube video.
You're fucked up, Nick.
You know what? That's a good point. My favorite Vampire Survivor song is a random Some More News podcast I'm listening to.
Yeah, my favorite Vampire Survivor song is the Ted Nivison I Ate at Every Olive Garden.
Oh, they better do it now.
Oh.
My favorite one is I haven't played enough of it, so I'm gonna say the kazoo versions of the songs.
Oh,
Those are
they're
fun.
all amazing,
That's
though.
funny. And then we'll do this other one that's also Vampire Survivor.
Okay.
Among Us is DLC in Vampire Survivors. What collab would you love to see? Other than that, in Vampire Survivors.
I want... This can be it, Medi. This can be the new Mega Man game.
Vampire Survivors?
Yeah.
Or Mega Man crossed over with Vampire Survivors, or...
Yeah, they can reskin it.
I mean, they
work pretty
could,
well.
yeah. Alright, now hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Vampire Survivors crossed over with Yakuza.
I'd love it.
Damn, real estate
Get
is
fucking
different now.
you get Majima in there.
Literally my brain went, alright, so there's like 2 or 3 stages in Vampire Survivors where it just spawns a million of, like, trees or a million of, like, bats.
Mhm.
And you just have a secret stage called Majima Everywhere, where the only thing that spawns is Goro Majima. Kiryu-chan!
I was thinking he would be the Reaper. He just jump scares you at 30 minutes and takes you out.
Yes, no, but he's dressed as the Reaper.
All right, I actually have decided now. I think I would like a Kamen Rider crossover in Vampire Survivors.
That'd be very good, actually.
Because I
That'd be
just
fun.
looked down at the Fies switch that I have on my desk, and I was like, fuck, I'm picturing Fies doing his sick-ass rider kick into a group of enemies, and that's cool as hell. Those are 3 wobs.
Thank you, Wobbs.
Thank you, Wob.
Let's go over to a different wob. Wob key.
Too many Wobs. Stop
Oh, wait,
being
no,
Wobs.
never mind. That's the one that I have saved in case of emergency.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I have the freebie question saved just in case we need it again.
Oh.
I guess that's fair.
We'll do this one from... Oh, wait, no, we do have one from Wobkey up here. Let's go to this one. Wobkey asks, do you consider a milkshake a beverage, a dessert, or a condiment? You can only choose one.
I was about to say
I can
yes.
only choose one. Alright.
It's a beverage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I consider it a beverage because if I'm ordering a milkshake, I don't order another drink.
Yeah,
It's a soup.
Medi, I think you should be hunted for sport.
I agree. With Nick, not with Medi. Gotta clarify.
Ah, okay, good.
I figured.
You, I would hunt for pleasure.
Oh.
I regret.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
I
gotta be a
regret my
beverage.
choices.
It's definitely gotta be a beverage.
Yeah, if forced to choose, beverage.
I mean, yeah.
Some person named Servant of Thorns asks us a favorite Girl Scout cookie. Thank you, Emmy.
Who?
Who?
The
Is there an owl in here?
drugs?
Drugs. No,
Who-
no, thank you. Drugs.
The tiny peanut butter cookie.
Okay,
I don't
which one?
remember
There's
what
two
it's
of them.
called. Describe them to me.
One of them is covered in chocolate, and the other one's just like 2 peanut butter cookies with peanut butter in the middle.
The one that is covered in chocolate.
Tagalongs, you're smart.
Tagalongs.
You're good.
Yes,
Thank you.
that
Okay.
is one of the 2 correct answers.
Those are my favorites.
They're so fucking good.
Also, Love Thin Mints.
I'm not a fan of Thin Mints, but I get why people like them.
Tasty.
I wanna check the flavors because, of course, Tagalongs is the one that I would absolutely pick.
Oh, of course.
I feel like you're going to open the list and just be astounded that there's 30,000 more flavors than you thought there were.
Do you want to know which other ones are also really good?
What's that?
I'm going to just take a screenshot of this.
Yeah, the screenshot will be best for me.
And I'll put this right here. Adventurefuls.
What the fuck?
Indulgent brownie-inspired cookies topped with caramel-flavored cream with a hint of sea salt.
I've never even seen one of these, but I kind of want to try it.
I've seen these.
They're so fucking good. Top 4 for me off the top of my head. Adventurefuls, Do-si-dos, Tagalongs, and the s'mores ones. The s'mores ones are so good. Oh!
S'mores tasty.
Now I want Girl Scout cookies. This sucks.
It's almost that time.
It is that time. They're out now.
Oh shit, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta go get them. Dual Tainer Neon asks, sup dips? Shit, I forgot my question.
There we go.
I get it.
Right,
I get it.
Okay. Favorite
We'll
number
wait.
and why? 5 pages, single space, 12-point font, MLA, at least 3 academic sources.
Ooh, this is... I have to say it out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole paper? Like that? I have to double space my sentences?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh. In that case, I'm going to go with 1.
That's fair. That's a good one.
Yep. It was the easiest one I could MLA.
I get it. The easiest one.
Carl?
Mm-hmm. What's
That
up?
was a good bit.
Oh, thank you, buddy. I didn't think it was going to land. I got a little scared. I thought I was going to have a repeat of the wizard bit that I did on KZ stream that no one liked, and I got really upset about it. I like that bit. No one else liked it. Jordan yelled at
Those
me.
are sometimes the bits that make me laugh the hardest, when I'm just committing to it really hard, no one else is laughing, and then I start laughing
every
even
single
harder.
one of my bits. All of my bits are just for me, baby. Anyone else finds them funny? Good. Betty, what's your favorite number? And why?
My academic sources, by the way, are Sonic the Hedgehog, Lightning McQueen, and Leon S. Kennedy.
Okay.
I was perfectly waiting for you to just not continue.
I was too.
I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I don't know if they're waiting for me.
I was not. I was going to continue after like another 2 seconds. Anyway, my favorite number is 13.
What the fuck? That's
What do you
my
mean?
number.
Well,
It's my number 2.
I was
Bad
For the
born on
same
13th.
fucking reason.
there's only so many numbers, by which I mean there are an infinitesimal number of numbers.
We both on the 13th?
Yes.
13!
What?
13!
I'm going to throw you out a window now. I don't know
Why
when
are
I'll
you
stop.
talking like you came from an episode of the Peaky Blinders?
No, not the monkey noise.
I forgot that you were also on the 13th. Almost said thawed. Rescued from the ice.
Yeah?
Yeah, 13, because born on the 13th. Easiest one. Lucky number 13, baby. Allie Bear asks us, what cartoon did you always look forward to watching as a child?
I always forget what season it is. What season of Digimon is the one where they turn into the Digimon?
Frontiers.
Frontiers.
It was Digimon Frontiers. It was always on, that song fucks, okay?
It's
It
so
does.
It was always on right before I had to go to school.
Same!
So I would wake up a little early and go downstairs to watch it, but the bus would pull up in the last 5 minutes of the episode, so I never saw the last 5 minutes.
And then the next episode starts and you're like, wait, wasn't he a bad guy last
For
episode,
real.
but now he's
There
the
were-
brother?
There were so many times where I would go downstairs and turn on the TV for the next episode of Digimon, and wild shit would have happened in those last 5 minutes.
Look to the past as we head for the future to reclaim the digital world.
I'm just over here dancing.
Faith in ourselves and trust in each other. 3-year-old me in the corner hitting the fucking gritty.
We were a little older than that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we invented it. Revisionist history.
I did not mean the gritty, but okay, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
I meant that we were a little older than 3 years old when that came out, but alright.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
That
old,
makes a lot
Carl.
more sense. Or the same amount of sense?
I don't remember if I said this on the
Anyway.
podcast or just to my friends. I told my my little brother that I was born in 1993,
Uh-huh.
and he went, "Huh, you're basically 70."
I mean, he's right, though. Don't you feel it?
He said that, and I was like, "You're so right, buddy."
Oh, my aching bones!
Right?
Oh, I've turned to dust and back again.
Anyway, hey, Carl, what's your favorite cartoon?
That I looked forward to.
Yeah.
Yes. And I have terrible news if you say Rugrats.
No, it's not Rugrats.
Okay, good.
That's a really good question. Honestly, probably like fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Let's go.
I always look forward to watching that. That and like One Piece when it was being put out on TV, and I was like, "Yay, Lucas!"
Yay.
Because I didn't know that Japan was like what made One Piece for a while. I didn't know that anime was like a thing. I just thought it was American cartoons that looked weird.
Yeah, I thought it was just a different style.
Yeah. It's like,
A
damn,
style that
children
I
are
liked
stupid.
way better.
Yeah. What about you, Maddie?
Well, you know. So, I'd like to preface this
Oh, that's good. That's good.
by saying that the real answer is Silverhawks.
I have to Google this.
You do. It's ancient. There
Silver.
are a bunch of
Hawks.
people who were in
Let's see.
space accidents, so they had most of their bodies replaced with cyborg parts, except
a monkey?
specifically their hands and faces.
It's just fucking...
Yes, that's a little monkey
Thundercats.
child. He speaks exactly as racistly as you would imagine he does.
Oh no!
This is just fucking Thundercats.
Yes, and then my other answer was going to be, and I have to preface this, I am not a furry.
Uh-huh.
Thundercats!
Let's go!
Hang on.
Thundercats
I
and
gotta-
Silverhawks, which, yes, are the same company.
I gotta send this image of Silverhawks because one of them's a cowboy.
Yeah, he's
The cowboy also, he's the guy who flies their ship, and he plays guitar to fly the ship.
Cool. I see the guitar behind him. That's sick as hell. I'm
That's
surprised I've never
awesome.
heard of this. That looks fucking
I've
rad.
Never
There are
heard of
2
this.
seasons of Silverhawks, and no one watched it but, like, me.
Ali, if you want an actual cartoon and not anime, then I would probably say, like, He-Man.
Yeah, if it was a cartoon and not anime, then for me it was Scooby-Doo.
What's the Scooby-Doo? Coming
after you.
No joke,
Gonna
that was
solve-
my introduction to Simple Plan.
Hell yeah! Alright, we have one last submission here.
Alright.
Our editor, Mimi,
Hey, Mimi!
says, no question,
Oh,
just slime.
no question, die.
So true, bitch.
Me too, yeah.
It's just slime.
That is such a mood. I feel like that all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Me too.
This is just me.
When I see a particularly nicely shaped ass, what I want to do. Oh.
Hey, you guys want a boat fact?
Sure.
Yeah.
On sailboats, a sail batten is a flexible insert in a sail parallel to the direction of wind flow that helps shape its qualities as an airfoil. They are long, thin strips of material historically wooden, but today, usually fiberglass, vinyl, or carbon fiber, used to support the roach of a sail. Hey, did you know there's a part of a sail called a roach? What
No,
the
because that's a fact
fuck?
for next week. Don't
Terrifying.
fucking...
Yeah, what, spoilers!
They're also used on tall ships to form the ladders up the shrouds in a fashion similar to rat lines.
Huh.
Hear
I've
me
now
out.
learned what a rat line is.
Hear me out.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Hear me out. Page, yes.
Page, yes?
Anyway.
What?
You know, Page, no. Anything if you're brave enough.
Oh, I don't get it.
Stick it up your cooter.
Oh, I would.
Exactly.
That's not even the first time you said that this episode.
What?
Yeah?
Last time it was about a cookie. I don't know which is worse.
Well,
Do you expect us to have any form of long-term memory?
yeah, no, we're like goldfish.
No, I was gonna look at me. What the fuck? I'm not talking about memory.
In
I
fact,
just
what do
mean-
we do? Wait, we do a
disappointed in
podcast?
this. Yeah.
Speaking of, hey, thank you all for listening to this episode of DipShips, the Legitimate Boating Podcast. Hope you all enjoyed
That's
it.
the name.
Yeah, that's it.
Very good.
It's a good bit.
Thanks. I hope you
Hey, Nick,
you
can
like
you-
it. I want it to be my new
It was,
liked
it was,
bit.
yeah, it was a good one. Hey, Nick, can you sidebar with me over here real quick? Come over here with me real quick. Just
Yeah.
hey, Nick, that bit Medi did was really fucking bad, right? Like, I'm not the only one who thought that was kind of...
I wasn't gonna say anything. I'm supposed to be the supportive one of the group.
Yeah, and I get it. I understand. I appreciate you for that, but that was a bad one.
Yeah.
That was a bad one.
I think sometime in between this and the next recording session, you should talk to them about that like privately.
I was gonna just lobotomize them, but that probably would be less
I
of
love
a
my
mess.
friends. I sure hope whatever they're talking about over there is nice. I hope it makes them happy.
Oh wait, hold on. Here comes Medi. Hey Medi, how's it going, buddy?
Hey!
You made the sports ball team?
Yeah.
That's awesome, buddy. Great to
I'm
hear
playing
it.
professional battle highlight now.
Get yourself a hand touch.
I have an unrelated question.
Yeah.
How attached are you to your frontal lobe?
I don't use it as much as I thought I would.
I know.
Like, they told me I would use it every day in high school, and I barely use it once a week.
Good to know.
How do you feel about ice picks?
Tasty.
All right.
Excellent. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer.
As we said before, if you have any questions you want to ask us, questions at dipships.boats, or send them on Twitter or Blue Sky, dipshipspod, dipships.boats. Support us on Patreon if you can. Patreon.com/dipshipspod. Get yourself some merch.
Doug.
Streamlabs.com/thecalamity_merch. Get a Doug.
Bucket hat.
Get a bucket hat. Get a stickers.
Yeah, I love stickers.
Patches. I forgot what they were called for a second.
If we cultivated a richer audience, we could sell dipship sales.
I wish. Oh, that'd be a dream.
If you know anyone richer than you.
If you know anyone with a boat.
I want to sell, like, the little bells that you ring. This is dipships on it.
Oh, yeah. We sell a fucking bosun whistle. The captain on deck.
How funny if we released a line of boating accessories for dipships.
I just imagined the bell, but it says DingShings on it.
Oh my god.
That's after they shut down our podcast network because we sold it to WB, and we have to make a new legally distinct podcast.
Now we're DingShings, baby.
Episode 1 of DingShings.
Let's go, baby. Remember, if you can't afford to financially and directly support us, you can still support us by rating the podcast 5 stars, liking the video, leave a comment, and just share the podcast around with anyone who you think would like it, because podcasts sink your swim based on word of mouth.
Please be our floaties.
If you know anyone who wants to buy a DingShings bell, thank you all for listening. And I'll see you all in the
Later.